So you're charging this estate the bill of whatever it is, the parking ticket, the inland revenue, the council tax, whatever it is that's not yet been paid. He said, fine, I've no problem paying it. Absolutely. The estate will cough up. Take the money out of the trust. The trust is there. So as the administrator, as the executor, you're the one in charge because the trustee has to do as you say. And by accepting and admitting and introducing yourself as the executor of the estate and the sole beneficiary, the judge has to be the trustee. And he will have to pay. Well, he won't like that. He'll probably run out of court or say there is no case to answer because they tend not to like that sort of thing. But that is what it is. You don't need to pay it out of your own money. That's fallacy. You've got this money that's accruing. You can have whatever you like. I said, wow. He said, but they won't like it. And they will do all sorts of things. They will use threats and menaces and potentially try and arrest you and do all sorts of things because they need you to become the legal persona, the legal person, not a real living man, not the executor. They want you to be the top hat and then they can play the game against you. So you have to resist at all times. Because you are a living man. You are the executor. You didn't ask them to set up the trust. They set up the trust. You're just there to administer it because you are the executor. So administer your trust, he said, with a wry smile. He said, do you fancy another drink? I said, no, I'll get them. So I went to the bar, thinking about this buzzing in my head. And when I came back with another glass of ale for us both, 2 glasses of ale, I noticed he was nowhere to be seen. He had gone. The board had gone, and all the things, except all that was left, was the little silver top hat. And I could almost hear the words ringing in the air. You are the executor of the legal estate. The trust is in your name. Grab it.
So that was really nice.
Yeah, sure was.
That was thanks to Michael there. And if you need to rewatch that video, it is on the FreemanBot Telegram channel. So it's really good for you to review there. I've added something here as well. So if you look in the notes and the chat, I've added 2 documents. And one of the documents is the executive letter. Okay. So the executive letter is where you're telling the court that you are the executor. And the executor is a beneficiary of the age of majority. And you're putting that onto the record in a court case that you have. You can put it on with your property. You know, similarly, we put it on with the court. So you're going to do that with your thumbprint as well. And you're going to put that into the court of record. So you can go through that document if that's something you believe in and you feel that that's in your heart to do. It's something really good that I know has been successful for quite a few people. So you can look into that document. There's also another document there, which is the deed of trust. Okay. That deed of trust letter is, because I mean, there should be a deed, right, Bo? If you want to have ownership of property, and then once that document is completed, again, use your red right thumbprint near the word nation. Once the document is completed, take it to the clerk's office, file it with the clerk, tell them that you're putting it on your case file. Always give the original to the clerk. Tell them that you want a color copy once they stamp it for your records. Print on legal paper and only use a color printer when printing. So those are the instructions with those documents. I think they're very interesting documents.
What are those documents called again?
They are called the executor letter and the DOT template, the deed of trust. So that's the deed of trust. You might find these handy. They're on FreemanBot. I have the links in the chat now. They are in the FreemanBot. So just look them up and it's the actual indenture to that specific trust that was implied. And what happens is you create an actual express trust. When you look at Weiss and what the difference is between an implied trust and an express trust, what they've set up for you is an implied trust. And you're by filling out the executor letter, you're taking on the role of, here, let me remove these from the chat. You're taking on the role of the